Hello, good people of the world. My name is Crys'Dawna, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button. If you're not new here, welcome back, friends and family. I say it every time. It is now my signature hello greeting to you. So, we are going to be painting this piece back here. It is for a client, a special client. It's for one of my best friend's family members. She came when I was sick with COVID. I wasn't able to meet her and she made me soup and it was super nice. So Denise, thank you so much. And this piece is for her. We are going to be using some Daydream Apothecary paint. So Daydream Apothecary is a clay and chalk based paint. We're going to add some probably gilding wax on here. We want to make this elegant and nice. And this is going to be something special for her. You guys can grab your Daydream Apothecary paint in the description below. They do have a shop online where they sell direct. They also have retailers in the United States, Canada, and Europe, Australia. So if you guys want to see that, stay here. Stay here. The first thing I did was clean this piece really well with a citrus cleaner. I'm going to allow it to sit on there for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm going to take one of the green Scotch-Brite pads and I'm going to scrub it so that way I can get any of the dirt and grime off of it. And then I am going to take it's warm outside, so this is why I'm doing this, because the sun is going to dry this really fast. So then I'm going to take my hose and I'm going to hose it down, and then I'm going to allow everything to sit in the sun and thoroughly dry before we go in and start painting it. You only want to do this with solid wood pieces. You don't want to do this with something that's particle board or MDF. This piece is now degreased and deglossed and it is ready for paint. We are doing a darker color. This is Deadly Nightshade, which is part of the brand new botanical line curated by Chloe Kempster, and it's Daydream Apothecary. So the brand is Daydream Apothecary and the special line is by Chloe Kempster. This is a dark, dark, dark blue color, and so we don't have to worry about bleed through, and this paint does not require a primer to stick to the wood. So now that it's degreased and deglossed, we are good to go. And since it's a darker color, we do not need a blocking primer. So I am going to paint this on, and we're going to do 2 coats of Deadly Nightshade on this entire piece. The left door is blended, and I want to show you how to do this on the right side. So you're going to need a mister bottle, you're going to need a rag, and I'm going to have a paintbrush for each color. First thing you're going to do is mist the entire surface, and you're going to do just a thin layer of Deadly Nightshade on this, so that way you can have some moisture from the paint. This is a clay and chalk mixed paint, and so it's going to dry fairly fast, and that is why having a mister bottle on hand is going to be super helpful for when you are blending. So we are going to take the color Hemingway, which is from the Coastal line, curated by Warren to Whimsy, and this is more of a cobalt blue color. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline all the areas where I want a little bit of that cobalt, and we're going to keep it misted and just put a thin layer of this on here. Once you have added Hemingway, we are going to take Ground Control, which is a white. This is their mixing color, one of their mixing mediums, to where you can lighten things up. You could absolutely use this. They use it as a base underneath the neons to brighten the neons up, but you can absolutely use it as a highlight, or like what we're doing, we're going to use it as a highlight and mix it to do lighter blues. So I'm going to add that anywhere that I want some highlighting, and then what I'm going to do is mist it, and I'm going to go over it with my Hemingway brush and kind of blend it in, go horizontal, vertical, and just blend those colors in, so that way we don't lose the lighter color by using the Hemingway brush, but it's also going to allow us to blend it in really nicely. And remember that you want to make sure you keep it misted so that you have moisture, so that the paint will blend easily together. Because I used the Hemingway, it did darken up those lighter areas. So I'm going to just add a little bit more of that ground control in those areas where I want it just a little bit lighter. And I'm going to mist it and kind of blend it in. And then I'm going to take my clean, dry, neutral brush, which is a brush aside from the colors the brushes that I use for the paint colors. This is clean, this is dry, and this is going to allow everything to kind of just blend in a little bit more. So I'm going to mist it, and then I'm going to go over this area with the brush. I'm going to go vertical, horizontal, diagonal. I'm going to wipe off the brush a little bit once we get too much paint on it, and this is going to help smooth everything out. The next thing I did was take my Surf Prep 3x4 electric ray. I took a super fine sandpaper and I smoothed everything out and did a light distressing. I do that with everything because we move around so much. And then after that, I wiped everything off with a microfiber cloth and I took Dream Coat, which is Daydream Apothecary's top coat, and I sealed everything in with Dream Coat. I really, really like this top coat. I think it's super easy to use and it creates a super beautiful finish. Almost like it looks like a velvety wax finish, but it's not because it's a top coat. The last thing I did was take some gold gilding wax and I lightly applied it to all of the ornate details to just bring everything together and make this a super elegant makeover. All right, friends, here is the piece behind me. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's elegant and classy. It's elegant and classy. Kind of like me, but not really. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Happy creating. Bye.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty.